Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on what is an introvert. So, what is an introvert, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Succinctly stated, an introvert is a person who has a personality which is characterized by introversion. In other words, an introvert is a reserved person or quiet person who prefers to spend time alone and has a proclivity to be introspective. Introverts often possess an analytical mindset and may meticulously analyze their lives more than they live them. It is paradoxical and ironical. It is a disservice to live your life imprisoned in a state of fear. Analysis induces paralysis. You should leap outside the parameters of your comfort zone. However, when you meticulously analyze every insalubrious, undesirable outcome that can be drawn forth, when you extrapolate the possible ramifications of repercussions appertaining to implementing a decision, then it deters you to leap outside the parameters of your comfort zone, and it culminates in preempting you and precluding you from living your life. We should understand that outcomes yielded are outside the parameters of our control. They are outside our jurisdiction. And we should be willing to be audacious, fearless, and dauntless, and not be trepidatious, nor anxious, nor nervous. We should not fret. We should be brazen, bold, and courageous. We should not be cowardice. We should have the temerity to leap outside the parameters of our comfort zones and not be confined to the parameters of our comfort zones. You could attain personal growth if you're willing to leap outside the parameters of your comfort zone. You want to be able to attain exponential personal growth and not have your personal growth potential be artificially stymied. In life, you want to never be obstructed, nor encumbered, nor stymied, nor stifled, nor impeded. You never want to stagnate, nor regress. You always want to be able to thrust your life into a forward movement trajectory. You want to be able to actualize your latent potential and manifest the quintessential version of yourself into reality. You want to be able to reach your higher aspirations and overarching goals and bask in living a meaningful, fulfilling, accomplished, laudable, meritorious, worthwhile, eventful, and inspirational life. Do not shirk on doing so. You can take up the reins of your life. Do not live your life on autopilot. Do not simply just coast along and follow the motions by living a repetitious, monotonous, banal, uneventful, and uninspiring life. Be inspirational to others. You should want other people to aspire to be like you. If you are exemplary, you can be a role model to others. Bring your ambitious, lofty, grandiose dreams to fruition. Manifest a prosperous, abundant, auspicious future for yourself into reality. Do everything in your purview to be able to thrive, prosper, and flourish by making prudent, strategic, beneficent, salubrious decisions that will yield fruitful results. So, as per introverts, they prefer their solitude, whereas extroverts have a yearning to be in the company of others. They have a voracious appetite, metaphorically speaking, to be in the presence of others. Introverts exude low levels of extroversion. Introverts prefer to be relegated to quiet environments at all times. They do not want to be disturbed. Introverts have a proclivity to demonstrate more reservation than excitement when confabulating with other people. Introverts relish spending time alone and do not want to be vexed by other people during their alone time. They detest and disdain being hounded by others. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my agony, much to my distress, and much to my grief, the world is not accommodating to introverts. In this control market economy, people are not automatically furnished with solitude unless they can afford to attain it, which comes at a steep price. Introverts would be able to thrive, prosper, and flourish with relative ease if they were unconditionally afforded solitude. If you are afforded solitude as an introvert, then you can maximize your productivity and enter into hyperfocus in an expeditious manner with relative ease. If you are not afforded solitude as an introvert, then you will not be able to maximize your productivity, and you will also struggle to enter into hyperfocus. It will become all the more challenging to be able to expeditiously complete challenging tasks when you are surrounded by loud, extroverted people and are not afforded solitude. You never want your productivity levels to be undermined. So, in sum, to recapitulate, succinctly stated, the bridge version is that an introvert is a person who has a personality which is characterized by introversion. They are not necessarily always bashful, nor coy, nor shy. However, they just prefer to not be chatty catties. I want to hone in on living their lives rather than being background characters in other people's lives. They want to live their lives rather than trying to appease implacable, unappeasable, disgruntled people. So, I hope that you deem this video to be enthralling and insightful. Introverts are deterred to confabulate with other people. They often deem it to be a sheer and utter waste of time. They do not want to squander their time. Their time is sacrosanct, precious, indispensable, finite, and invaluable. They do not want to hemorrhage their time, and they never want to imprudently, gormlessly misallocate it. They want to be able to allocate it strategically and wisely and prudently. They want to be able to reap beneficent, desirable outcomes out of life. And not resign themselves to simply just being background characters in other people's lives. They do not want to be other people's marionettes. They want to take up the reins of their own lives and live their lives as they deem fit, rather than living lives that are oriented around appeasing unappeasable, implacable, livid people who are never satisfied, in spite of how much you do on your end to appease them. With some people, you can never assuage their needs, in spite of the efforts exuded on your end to be able to render other people satisfied. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling, as well as mesmerizing, riveting, fascinating, amusing, engrossing, intriguing, and of course, informative. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.